Thank you for joining us. This is Trinity Squad Gaming. We are your hosts, Jocelyn,
Dan,
John. This game was recorded at Game Kastle Santa Clara during their store championship on January 30th, 2016.
On the left, we have James Young flying a Rebel Stress Turrets list at 100 points. He has Miranda Doney in the K-Wing with a TLT, C-3PO. He's also flying Gold Squadron Y-Wing with Twin Laser Turret, R3A2, BTLA4 Y-Wing title, and that's your stereotypical stress bot. He also has a Gold Squadron Y-Wing with just the Twin Laser Turret, followed up by a Bandit Squadron Z95.
and on the right we have David Nishijima, and he's flying one of my favorite lists out there. He's flying Imperial Pulp Aces with 99 points, and he chose the initiative. He has Omicron Group Pilot in the Lambda Shuttle with Emperor Palpatine. The Sith Lord himself, Darth Vader, in the TIE Advance with Veteran Instincts, Engine Upgrade, the TIE title, and Advanced Targeting Computer, and one of my favorite ships out there, Sunterfell, in the TIE Interceptor with Push the Limit, Stealth Device, Royal TIE Guard, and Auto Thrusters.
Alright, so obviously Jocelyn here knows a lot about this list, and Dan, you fly a lot of Rebels, so you actually know this list very well. What do you guys think?
I'm thinking that the Rebel list is going to have a little bit of a hard time, being that the pilot skills are so much lower than the Imperial players. That being said, if the Rebel ships didn't have the turrets, the game would be almost impossible to beat because the ability of the Imperial ships to just arc dodge all the shots. With the turrets, at least they will get shots, even though they activate auto thrusters and whatnot. They're at least throwing dice at them, and that's the important part.
And this list right here is probably one of the worst matchups for Imperial Aces just because of the turrets. It's very, very hard to arc dodge against them because of the turrets, the 360 arc. And then the stress bot is Soontir's kryptonite. You know, he gets hit by that. That's almost a dead Soontir. That being said, he loses the 360 arc because of the title. So the main focus has to be the stress bot, then the Y-Wing, and or the Bandit Squadron, and save Miranda for last. Because they have a lot of shields and a lot of health, they have to focus fire. They have to come in at the same time.
Now, I kind of disagree with that, at least with the part of Miranda. Miranda is such a much huger threat than this plain old Y-Wing with twin laser turrets. You know, you expect Miranda to skirt on the outside, twin laser turning around and just dealing 1 or 2 damage each turn. But if she can sneak in, get a range 1 shot on someone with a target lock and a focus, you can take the shield off, get 4 attack dice, and just hit really hard. And that makes it really hard for Soontir or Vader to just, be able to survive that amount of damage that quickly.
So that was very interesting. Vader earlier did a kick back towards his side of the map, and Soontir is kind of way out there by himself. I mean...
Well, I think the reasoning is because, I think we're going to have a range 2 attack with Soontir against the stress bot, which I believe is the correct move. Hit, focus, spend the focus.
Get
3
those 3
hits.
yeah.
Looks good. Good start. Is because when he first went towards the left, and when he saw that Miranda was going that way, he made Soontir go to the right, Vader kick, and then it looks like he's going towards the right and going for the stress spot. I don't like where Vader's position is right now because he just left Soontir all alone, and he needs to focus fire. I mean, like, he took out all the shields of the stress bot right now. If Vader was there, that's hull damage already.
Right, and it looks like Miranda here is going to take a TLT through a rock at Soontir, and Soontir just evades it.
That's what Soontir does at range 3 and out of primary arc. He just auto thrusters, and that's why even with the 360 degree arc, it's still really hard for the Rebels to get any damage through. But I guess that's by design, because if any damage goes through Soontir, he loses his stealth device, and he's much less survivable. So
Looks like that was a Z95 with no arc on Suntir.
And it looks like no one else has a shot. So
Yep.
they are going back to
So,
battles.
Jocelyn, what do you think about this Suntir Fel using stealth device over another modification?
Typically, I go for a targeting computer for several reasons. One, it's 1 point cheaper, so you have the 98-point advantage. So if you go up against the mirror, you have the 98 as opposed to 99.
So
And
we have the stress bot taking his primary on Suntir here, taking a stress, giving a stress.
Uh-oh.
No damage through, but that's a double stress Suntir. Or no, Suntir only took the evade, did not push. So he now has 2 stress on him, but he also has 2 additional focuses.
which I don't. This is a really bad position for Sunter Fel. But then yes, so I run the targeting computer because it gives Sunter Fel more firing power, and it gives the 98 points where you could choose the initiative.
Over the 99.
Over
Over
the 99.
other people's 99. Yeah.
Exactly. And one of my theories is if you just arc dodge correctly, you don't need that extra dice at all.
That's very true. But then I guess your kryptonite then would be the turrets, because then you just don't have that little safety, the safety blanket of the 4th defense dice at any range.
That is true, but then it's give or take. You know, I'm deciding to go with more firepower as opposed to playing it safe. And sometimes you just have to play aggressively. And typically, those are the type of lists that I like playing.
Yep, the best defense is the good offense, trying to kill ships so you don't have to take the shots anyways. Yep, I agree with that. All right, so we have the Z95 coming in around that stress rock, and we also have the stress bot doing a 3 straight.
3.
Ooh. I
Just
think
trying to get some stress onto Vader. That's actually
yes.
Ooh.
Because of the fact that
Suntir's
Suntir
double.
already has so many stress on him, it's done its job. Suntir
Suntir's
Can't-
practically out of the fight for at least the next turn.
he could too hard right here and get some shots in. That being said, he'll be closer towards Miranda if he chooses to do so.
Right. With
And-
no actions and no focus, because that stress was from last turn.
Yes. So I wouldn't even put it past against David to go too hard to the right, going away from the fight.
Right, just to buy some time,
It looks like
relieve
he's-
some stress.
doing a 2 straight,
Two
which I
straight.
like.
Yeah.
He's going to get rid of one of his 2 stress, and then he's going to probably take a TLT shot, maybe 2 TLT shots, but that's, I mean, 2 is better than 3. Well, no, just 1 TLT shot because the stress bot's facing away.
Yes, and he could survive that.
Easily.
Yes.
Easily. And with the 4 dice and Palpatine and auto thrusters, it's going to be hard to put any damage to him. And it looks like it's through a rock on Miranda, so that's 5 dice.
Oh, that's very interesting. Vader went straight.
I think the reasoning for that is that he's waiting for his wingman. He's just waiting for Sunterfell to get rid of the stress, which he will next turn, and then that way both of them could join in and flank from both sides of the board.
Right, slow boating it. Just okay.
Yes,
But
but
see-
their roll get out of arc.
But see, then if Suntir takes a 2 left, if a 2 hard left to get rid of that last stress, the Rebel, all they have to do is a 2 straight with everybody, 3 slight on the bottom Y wing maybe, and basically Suntir's still out of the fight next turn too.
He is going to be out of fight next turn, but at least with this round, Vader will only have to do 1 engagement until Suntir's back into the fight, as opposed to 2 attacks.
That's fair.
All right.
You know, this list is very, very good with defense as it is offense. It's a very reaction list.
Yep.
Right.
So it looks like, I mean, I'm thinking, if Vader turns into this fight, I think that's way too dangerous for him. With all these guns on him, I don't know if he can afford to do that. And expecting that, I think maybe the Rebel player might just go straight and, ooh,
Yeah.
That looks
that's
like
what
a-
I'm talking about.
that looks
All
like a
right.
yummy space cow.
The Lamba could take as many TLTs as it wants. It has 10 health, 5 shields, 5 hull. Try to take some damage away from Suntir and Vader, because you need those guys
It throws 3 attack dice. It might not seem like a lot, but from playing this list, it definitely feels like a lot.
Well, look at all the guns that are going to be pointing on him. He's got looks like a range 1 Z95 shot, plus 2 TLT shots, and the stress bot with 3 attacks this turn. That could be a lot of pain for that one agility ship. That's enough damage to kill it in one turn if the dice go correctly.
Right.
But then he has Palpatine, so he has that crutch to get rid of one attack. It's not saying much, but it's something.
One against TLTs, the one evade isn't going to do anything, because if there's 2 hits, it's a guaranteed hit no matter how many Palpatines he tries to use.
But it's mainly for the primary attack with the Y-Wing or the Z95. To just
remove one of the damage. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
In this matchup, every single damage counts.
Okay.
And that being said, with David having the initiative, with the Lambda shuttle, if he gets lucky here, he could just take out that Z95 before it can shoot.
No, it's the same point, so
right,
even if he takes it down.
Simultaneous fire.
Exactly.
That's simultaneous fire. Dang it.
Ooh, he did a 2 slight with Soontir boosting. I think the main reason is still he doesn't want to engage Miranda.
He doesn't want to engage yet.
But if you're not engaging, you're not putting any damage on the ships, and that's huge. You need to be
And you
applying pressure.
you have actions this turn.
Yeah.
Personally, I would have done the 2 hard and get a shot at Miranda.
Range 3, you're probably still going to do damage because she only has 1 agility, so 2 agility is not that much different.
Right.
And then Vader right here could easily dodge the stress spot because the green maneuvers in the advance is not that great, you know.
So he's taking the target lock on the stress spot.
Right.
Seems very good, especially with no shields left on the stress spot. Any crit he deals is face up, which is exactly what he needs here.
Exactly, and with 1 agility ship, you know, something's gonna the crit will go through as long as he gets another hit. He could also Palpatine, but with 3 ships facing towards him, I think this turn he wants to do a defensive Palpatine.
Oh, it depends on where the shots go. If Vader takes no shots here,
But then the thing is, he has to think about it now because he has the first shot.
that's true.
Yes.
I don't think it's worth wasting a Palpatine offensively here.
No.
Just for the risk of if the Palpatine's gone, then maybe James decides, hey, I'm gonna go against this Vader that has no defensive capabilities here, except for 3 dice.
Exactly. So it's hard because I don't know about you, but if David uses the Palpatine offensively, they'll just go for Vader. But if you use it for a defensive purpose, they just go for the shuttle because it only has one agility. So it's really, really hard. And right now, David is the one in control of what dictates what shoots what.
That's true. And I mean, I guess like you said, if they're shooting at the Lambda shuttle, that means no shots on the important damage ships.
Ooh,
Oh.
So it looks like Vader is boosting out with his second action.
So no one, maybe
No arcs on the stress spot, which is
Yes.
if anything, Vader is much worse having 2 stress on him than Soontir.
And then
Right.
we have an attack. I believe that's from Miranda.
Miranda to the Palp, just deals 1 damage because 2 hits.
And he didn't even bother rolling in the evade because even if you rolled 1 evade, the shuttle will take it.
So
take a shot.
Miranda puts 2 damage on the Palpmobile. And now we're going to look. It looks like the Palpmobile has a range 1 shot on the Z95 and a range 2 on the. Ooh.
Oh,
I
just
think I
outs.
would still take the range 2 against the stress spot just because it doesn't have any shields.
And it has less agility. I agree with that.
Yes.
And if you get lucky with a couple crits, you know, direct hit, that's a dead stress spot.
Oh,
It can be. It definitely can be.
Did he get the focus?
Yeah, looks like he's got a focus.
Yeah.
Spends it.
Yep.
3
3
hits.
attacks, 3 hits. One defense, so two hull.
So that's really good for James here. He's no crits. He just takes the damage. He's got plenty of health to play with. Now he gets another a Z95 attack, possibly a TLT Y-wing attack from the bottom, and 3 attacks from the stress bot. That's a lot of damage going towards that Palpmobile.
Oh god.
That's very dangerous. All right, right, so let's see where we're going to get attack from first. Looks, yep,
Yeah,
Z95.
Z95, that
range
range one, that angry Z.
Ooh. Hit, focus, blank, and then
Spends the focus.
For
two
two
hits.
hits, so
and then
that's
blank.
2 damage.
Oh, let's see if he decides to palp here or not. I mean, this is the best bet because
Yes.
it's
Right.
1
Well,
damage gone. Yep.
looks like he
there you
did
go.
palp.
For Palpatine.
He
Used it.
helped.
All right, now it's just James just got to roll, has to roll well, and it's gonna be a lot of damage on that mobile if he gets good. Oh, that's
Oh.
not how he wants to roll.
Well, he has to
Wow.
focus.
Yep, that's a primary attack with the stress, and he did not give the stress to the palp.
Oh, and he rolled the evade.
Yep. So now he's gonna do a TLT.
And then that's going to be a hit. I doubt he's going to be rolling any dice.
Yep. Just takes the damage down to 1 shield. Second TLT from the stress bot. Crit and
And
a focus.
but
So he's got to roll the defense.
let's see what he rolls. He needs to be lucky. Oh, he got
got
it.
that
He
one,
got
got
it.
that one.
Yeah.
So that's a shield.
No, no damage there.
No damage.
Yeah, it still has 1
Oh,
shield.
yeah.
yeah.
And then this is range 3, so he gets.
Ooh, just in range too. That's
Ooh.
I don't think David think that was in range.
Yep.
Spends a
Oh.
focus for 2.
And then that's already half health on the shuttle.
Palpmobile, yep.
Oh.
Yep.
And another damage. So he's
Yep.
4 hull remaining on the Palpmobile.
That being said, it's still pretty good. He could still tank up. Obviously, you don't want to lose your Emperor Palpatine so early on
Yeah.
in the game.
It's a huge safety net for both Soontir and Vader, and if James can get the Palpmobile off, that's going to be a huge advantage for him. Just because then both Vader and Soontir need to be very defensive. They can't waste any of their offense or any of their defense for offense.
Now, if I was David, yes, I would try to go as forward as possible, trying to block as many ships as
Yep.
possible. And then Vader's just gonna too hard, start arc dodging and start going for that stress spot. And Soontir from the edge, too hard, and he could
Definitely
easily
turning
bruise.
in.
Yeah.
Both of them turning into the fight this round should hopefully do some damage.
Well, that's the Vader on the might actually. That's really close with the Palpmobile. That might actually bump. So I don't know if he can
Ooh.
make the 2 hard here.
He could do a 3 hard, and I think there's a rock there.
There is the
think-
rock, and
yeah.
there's the Palpmobile.
But he's facing towards outside the map.
Right.
The top
right.
of the map. Yeah, he'll make it.
Yeah,
So
the 2 hard is fine.
Yes.
I was mistaken by the angle of his magnetized ship.
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like we got the Z95 doing a 3K turn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Seems real good here.
Right behind the shuttle.
Angry bandits.
Although I think that's a range 2. So
Either way,
yeah, it's
2 attack dice versus 1 defense dice. Attack dice are statistically better than defense, so. And then 4K with the stress bot. He got rid of his last stress last turn.
Oh, you don't normally see a stress
Yeah.
bot doing a red maneuver.
Stress bots are always just trying to be interceptors with their 2 hard, but oh man, getting rid of that last stress, getting the K turn right behind the Palpmobile, that's really good for James.
I mean, that being said, maybe he didn't. He probably didn't see that Vader with that boost out of the fight coming. So he didn't have a chance, He still had that shot on the shuttle, but I mean, it's either take 2 stress or do a kick next turn and be
Yeah.
right behind him.
Yeah, I agree with the not stressing because the group pilot, the way he was facing, either he had to do a 0 stop and get stressed, or do a 1 maneuver of some sort and bump anyways.
Right.
So he wouldn't have been able to get an action. So he already kind of stressed him out.
Right.
You know what I realized that should have been a clear indication that the stress bot was going to do a K turn is because when it attacked the shuttle, it didn't give the stress.
Exactly.
Right.
So maybe, well, even not expecting the K turn, there's really nowhere except for straight or to the right, the Lambda shuttle could have gone to interrupt that. And then you'd have a bumped stress bot in front of you, and he'll probably be able to get a shot next turn anyways.
Right.
I do really like the position that James has right now, because right now they're facing towards Palpatine, trying to take that out. It only has 4 hull left. They could easily take him out within this turn. But then after that, thinking 1 step ahead, you have 2 ships. The 2 ships K-turning are now facing towards Soontir and Vader.
Yep.
And
And
then
then Miranda can just too hard
hard.
and get anywhere, or run away, arc dodge, but because of her slam.
Right.
But yeah, James is definitely in a great position here. If Palpatine goes, he can decide who he wants to target, and he can get on them really quickly. So if Palpatine dies, who becomes your primary target then?
I think it would be Vader. Between
Vader.
Soontir and Vader is easier to hit. Yeah, he has 5 health, but he has 1 less evade dice because he doesn't have stealth device, and he doesn't have auto thrusters, so that makes him easy pickings for the TLTs.
Also-
not TLTs. I'm sorry, for the turrets.
Also, in this list, Vader obviously has the higher firepower, so you want to take that out first.
Yes.
Yep. But if David had, let's say, targeting computer, then both of them become a huge threat, because being able to modify your dice with the target lock on Soontir Fel is frightening.
Yes.
I think at that point it just becomes whoever you have shots on.
Let's see. So he has some decisions. He did make the two hard, but now if he boosts, he could get into a range 1 shot against Miranda.
I don't think so. It'd probably be a range 2.
Range 2.
But
Yeah.
but
But-
she'd definitely be an arc.
Yes, and then you have both Vader and Soontir doing damage with her. But with the best rolls, if they do all hits against Miranda, and Miranda doesn't do any evades, she's still good. She's still healthy. She could take both hits. And then the return fire is going to be really devastating. And I think David knows that. That's why he's barrel rolling away as far as possible. Trying
Trying to get some space between him and the rebels, and so if the Palpatine dies this turn, he's already on his way to try to run away with Vader and come from behind with Soontir.
See, this is a really hard decision that David has to make, because do you protect the shuttle or just leave it out there and protect your main threats?
No, I think David has to protect his damage. Soontir, the Palp shuttle, the Omicron pilot, he's already taken a huge amount of shots off of his main damage dealers. And now if he effectively wastes this turn from all of them trying to kill the Palpmobile, then that means Vader doesn't have to worry about taking any damage. That means Vader is healthier for when he's actually needed to get into combat. So it looks like Soontir's taking a shot on Miranda. Looks like it was range 3.
And then, crit hit, focus, and spends the focus token
For 2 hits.
for 3 hits. That's a little.
All right, James says 0 with C-3PO and rolls 0, so gets 1 evade, takes 2 shields.
Now I'm thinking that David is banking that Miranda and all, the other Y-wing is gonna just TLT the shuttle down, and that's why he spent the evade focus, and also he has other thrusters on. Ooh.
And even if James shot at Soontir, he'd have Palp still to defend him.
Exactly.
Right.
So I think he has to focus fire on the Palp, and that's what he did. 1 evade, but that doesn't really matter because this is
that was
primary.
a range 1 primary.
That
He
is right.
did not spend he did not take a shield off to do 1 more damage. I mean, if I was in James's shoes, I would have definitely lost a shield there for the chance of doing 1 more damage on him.
Ooh, blanked
So it's
out.
a range 1 Z90, range 1 stress bot shot for no hits.
Yes. I think the reason why, that's really good with the Z95, 2 hits and
Helps for the evades. So now he's at 1.
He
He's at one.
needed that.
Well, now he's got the TLT Y-wing. It's got to be a dead Palpatine this time.
Yeah, and
there
there
it
you
is.
go.
That's a
There
dead
you go.
Palpatine. There we go.
All right, so now David's 29 points down, and doesn't have the extra offense or defensive abilities of Palpatine.
That being said, he did get lucky that Palpatine at least took all of the shots.
Yes,
last
yes.
turn.
If the Z95 was able to kill Palpatine, then Soontir would take 2 shots from this Y-wing, and that would. I mean, I'm not really worried for Soontir because the auto thrusters, because the rock.
Right.
But still, that's just less shots. You don't want to take any shots if you can.
And then we have the Y-wing turning in. We have
Too
the
hard.
Z95,
Doing
one
that one slight, relieving that stress.
and then getting into firing arc. So just in case.
Oh, maybe that was a 1 straight?
Yep, just the 1 straight.
That was 1 straight. Alright.
Just in case Vader comes in super fast, which I don't think he should here.
Probably not.
Stress bot doing a 2 straight.
2 straight.
Cover the bases of the Darth Vader.
But Darth Vader could easily just too hard right here, arc dodge. He'll get a hit from Miranda, yes, but at least he arc dodges the stress spot.
That's very true, but see, the stress bot isn't always about giving this too stress to people. What I really love about the stress bot is that he's an aerial denial. Like, his whole front arc, that is a no-fly zone for any Imperial ship. And just by having him there, that means Vader has to waste actions to barrel roll or boost out of arc.
Right.
Now, he does get the 2 actions, which is fine, but that means he can't tank up fully, or he can't, he has to avoid taking any shots at all.
And if he takes that too hard and dodges the arc of the stress bot, he's taking a shot probably from the Z and definitely from Miranda.
Well, which is why I think he has to take out the stress bot. Once that's gone, he could fly wherever he wants, and that's where he wants to be. With that stress bot there denying him aerial space, that hurts the list more than anything.
I agree with you completely, and that's why flying the stress bot and flying against the stress bot is hard. Like, being able to choose where you're going to say you can't fly here versus, if you want to bump with it or, whatever, and then flying against it, you have to be very careful. If you're a millimeter shy of where you think you are and you take that double stress, that stress boss is going to be on your behind and you're not going to get anywhere.
And then this is why this is my personal opinion, the worst possible list to go up against if you're flying Imperial Aces. I mean, just look at the positioning, look at where everything is at currently in the board state. It's a really, really rough choice. Do you play defensive and kind of dirtle around, but you already lost 29 points, so you have to at least equal that amount of points to win.
And it looks like he did that too hard with Vader. This might get hairy for Vader. He's actually.
Well, he has the target lock on the stress spot already. So
Right.
if he goes in with no fear, boost in, get range 1, and attacks the stress spot and try to, and hopefully take it out before he could attack back.
Right, and also with where he flew his Soontir, and he threaded him between the Y-wing, the regular TLT Y-wing, and the Z95s. He's only an arc of Miranda here, but he's going to get a shot at stress spot if Vader can't finish the job. So that was actually very good flying by David.
And like I said, the main power of this list is the focus fire, and that's what David is doing right now. He's focusing on one ship, and just in case Vader kills the stress spot, which with that roll, probably not.
Two crits.
It's still really good. A crit will go through.
Yep.
So if he kills the stress spot right now, getting a direct hit and whatever, Soontir has a shot against the Z95.
At range 1, which is a sweet shot.
Yes. So he's keeping his options open.
And so, he's thinking about if he spends the focus here or not.
Oh.
That's actually tough. So if he doesn't spend the focus, all right. So James spends his focus without thinking because if he can't afford to take 2 crits here.
No, not at all.
Nah.
And it looks like direct hit. He's at 1.
Oh, so he spent that focus. Well, he still had the shot with Soontir,
Yeah.
which isn't that bad.
But Soontir has to roll well, and that's without targeting computer. You just have to get the luck of the dice, and there's just one focus.
And then with Palpatine gone, he can't. Well, he uses the focus
Does
just
the focus
for
for
one
a
hit.
hit?
He has to. He's at 1 health.
He has to here. He has to push it damage.
And he just gets that last damage.
Nice.
That's exactly what he needed.
And then right now, he is going to take a beating. So he needs to rely on his green dice. And with 3 green dice on each ship, 4 with stealth device on Soontir Fel,
So
he should be
Miranda's taking
somewhat okay.
removing the shield, range 1 against Vader, 4 dice, spends the focus, 4 hits.
That's good.
At least 1 hit going through Vader. And he didn't spend the focus, so that actually...
yes. He saved it for...
really
Took that 1 shield, and that's it.
4
At least
attack
from Miranda.
dice, only losing 1 shield, that is huge.
And then you have the Z95 attacking at range 2.
2, I think.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
So not bad. 2 against
1 hit.
3.
All right.
1 hit, alright.
Pretty average.
So even if he
Looks
blanks
like
out, that's just
looks
one
like they're double checking their 2 range, making sure we're both the same. All right.
And Vader is gonna I mean, it's going to be hard for Vader to get hit here. And
Yep,
it's-
two evades.
two
So Vader is in a really, really good spot.
That Y-wing
Gonna
has
take
a
the TLT. You can't shoot at Soontir because of the range 1.
Yep.
You can't shoot at range 1, and it's looking to see if they have the rock, and there is no rock there. So
no debris.
So it's just 3 dice.
Yeah. Hit, focus. Probably spend the focus.
right
Yep.
here.
Yep. Spend that
hits.
focus.
He's got to roll perfect, or else that's 1 damage. And
Oh, that's not.
the
far
opposite.
from perfect.
Now, luckily, that was a TLT shot, not
Yep,
some
just one
range
hit.
1.
Down to 0 shields.
And then
Ooh.
he doesn't have to focus this time around. 1
But he
crit,
gets it.
1 evade. So
He gets
Vader
it.
is good.
They're both at 3 hull. Now, as an Imperial player, like, how do you feel? Like, I mean, I guess you're used to flying with so little hull points. I mean, flying primarily Rebels, if I only had 2 ships left with a grand total of 6 health, I would feel very uncomfortable here.
With Vader losing the shields, Vader at 3 health is still a threat. It could take 1 TLT, but because there's 2 ships with TLT, it's gonna be very, very dicey. It's gonna be it's gonna be very hard if you want to go aggro or like just go range 3 and try to just have Vader survive.
Yeah.
With Soontir Fel, it doesn't really matter. Soontir Fel at 3 health or 1 health, Soontir Fel is still Soontir Fel.
Well, except if he has stealth device, then at 3 health he is significantly more defensive than if at 2 or 1 health.
Right.
This is why I like targeting computer, so that way you don't have to rely on stealth device. So
Right.
And you get hit once and you lose so much of what Soontir is good at.
exactly, and I think Soontir is doing a
3 straight.
Yep.
Yep, 3 straight.
Just, he saw the block coming from the Z95 and he said, I'm going the other way.
Of
And
course.
this gets him out of range of both TLTs, so he doesn't have to worry about taking any fire. So that's actually a very good move for him.
And if David did that, I'm assuming Vader's going to be 4 or 5 straight, get out of both TLTs, and just try to group up, you know.
Yep.
Come back around. Yep.
Yep.
Looks like it's a
4 straight.
It's a 4 straight. and
Probably
then,
boost.
oh,
4K.
4K.
Oh, that's risky.
Wow.
That
That
is
leaves-
definitely very risky.
Wow.
Well, he might be out of range with
Yeah,
the 2 TLTs.
I think David just has a really, really good guess of what James was doing with
Yep.
Miranda.
Right.
He got a crit and focus right here against the Z.
Five.
and
Rolls an
one
evade.
All right.
All right, let's see what we got
Actually, no,
here.
this isn't against the Z. This is
That was
against
against-
Miranda.
No, that was against the Z.
No,
Um,
because then Vader would have had 3 dice.
Yeah.
No, he had the stress spot target locked. He didn't reacquire. So we've got Miranda gaining a shield, getting 2 hits on. So it was in range 3. So Miranda has a shot. This could be with no actions on Vader.
Yeah.
That could be. That
Yeah.
was. See, like, oh man.
Uh,
He does not have a focus because he's stressed. That's 1 damage. Vader's down to 2. Now if this Y-wing has a shot, that could be.
Oh.
Yep. That's
And I think, Miranda and the Y-Wing are about equal distance, so the Y-Wing...
and he blanks out.
So 1 more
one-
damage.
1 health.
Vader's at 1, and
And
Y-wing has a
that
shot.
is
Yeah.
definitely a shot.
This is scary. This is really scary for the Dark Lord right here.
Oh man, it might be through debris, so we might get the 4th dice at least. So
Okay,
crit
one
spends
crit.
the focus, 3 hits.
That's
You need
not
to roll
good.
perfect right here.
You need to roll perfect and then
Do it twice.
Yeah.
do it
Yes,
twice.
essentially.
Basically.
And
That
that's
is
far
not-
from perfect.
not
oh
perfect.
man, that's that K turn.
I
Oh,
mean,
man.
he took a gamble.
Right,
You know.
right. Sometimes you just gotta do that.
And however, he has Soontir Fel, full health. If anyone could get David back in the game, it's Soontir Fel. Like a lot of people has always said that.
Yep. That's just
It's a huge uphill battle.
that was. I mean, it was so close to being out of arc from both of those TLTs, but in this situation, I don't think David could have risked it. I think he just had to just go as fast and as far as he could.
Yeah. I was just surprised he did the K turn. I thought
Yeah.
he was gonna go 4, boost out, or go 5 and just be out of range, and just
Yep.
go in with Soontir Fel
Yep.
next turn. This turn right here.
Well, he took the risk and it did not pay off.
And then James looks like, well, he K-turned with the Z and with the stress bot, and Miranda, it looks like they're going to be out of the battle this round, but in the next round, do the hards and just face towards Sunterfell.
Sincere does a 1 hard towards the rebels.
This is smart. He's trying to stay out of range of the turret, and see if he could get a range 3 against the Z95.
So, do you think the 1 hard is correct there? Why not go 3 slight towards the top of the map and boost around those rocks? The Z95 stressed here. He's not going to be able to put up a fight. Miranda's facing the wrong way. The only thing he has to face is the Y-wing, which he could easily get under the donut of.
I believe that with this one right here, with the 1 hard, he gets a shot, and because this is the only ship left, he has to go offense. Otherwise, he could dirtle around. He could be at full health the entire game, but if he's not shooting things, he loses the game.
That's
By
very true.
points. By point. Yeah.
And
Very
then
true.
he boosts him. He's taking the risk of being
Needs
in
to kill that
range,
bandage.
but he's trying to go for the Z.
Yep.
And I think
Range
this is
two?
range 2. Yeah.
Hit focus blank.
blank.
Looks like he pushed the limit to evade to get the free focus from the stress, but he's not spending it. He can't afford to spend it here, because if he takes any damage,
He's
that
dead.
4th defense dice is he needs it in this situation.
Right. Definitely.
But it looks like
I don't know.
gonna get the shot against the Z95. Oh, no hits. All right,
Nope.
so no damage. That's fine.
This turn right here might be the deciding factor for Sunter. You have all the ships pulling towards you. The Z could, if James predicts correctly, the Z could block. He could block Sunter, which I don't think he will with that move.
Yeah, the one slight. It blocks Suntir's too hard down toward the bottom of the map, but
There's no reason for him to go there.
I agree with that, and so it's. I guess it's maybe he overshot, maybe, but
maybe.
it's still covering. Basically, the only point where James doesn't have any firepower is the bottom of the map, and if Sunter decides to take a couple turns off, go that way, he can hopefully jockey for a better position, and so by blocking him there, if he gets the block, that would be huge for James here.
Yes.
And so, even if he does like a straight maneuver here, which it looks like he's looking for a straight template.
Yep.
Yes, and at least the Z95 is out of arc.
Yep.
He won't be shot at by Sunter.
Yep.
So either which way, that is a pretty smart move.
Well, he's at least taking. Oh, if he goes in towards the Y-wing, Miranda's going to get a shot on him.
If she
he's-
doesn't have a shot already,
Yeah.
it might be a range 3 TLT through a rock.
Yeah.
At Suntir.
Yes.
So I think you need to
which
just.
isn't that bad. You have 5 dice.
You have 5 dice 4 times.
Yes.
Right.
You got to
You have
take
to.
4 shots. So yeah, I agree with this. I think the barrel roll away, get out of Miranda's range, and probably just evade here to get the free focus.
Yes, and then just attack range 3 against the Y-wing
with the TLT.
Yep.
and just try to risk it. He needs to risk it. There's no possible way that he could take a shot without getting a shot back.
And that
Yep.
Y-wing bumped this turn, so no focus or anything.
Yep. So it's just raw dice versus Suntir's crazy getting everything every turn.
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like he is taking the evade, getting the free focus.
Man,
All
Sunter
right,
is so
range
good.
3.
This is why he's one of my favorite
Oh, yep, range 3.
ships. One of my favorite pilots.
Hit focus. Now he's got to think if he's going to spend it. I would.
Yes,
you
I
have the
did.
evade, auto thrusters. Yeah, spending it, 3 hits.
And even with 2 evades, if he gets both evades, but he doesn't. So
No shields on that Y-wing. That's exactly how you need to start this.
Exactly. This is his way of coming back, and here comes. Oh yeah, good.
Miranda, no
range
shot,
3.
so that was a good barrel roll.
Yep.
And let's see how. Oh, actually, this is 4 dice because with TLT you don't get the range 3, and it's not through a rock. Wow.
Oh, that's a lot of
Oh.
blanks.
He has the token and he has auto.
I think
He
He
does
doesn't
have
have.
the token.
It's
Oh.
within.
So auto thruster, but it's range 3,
It's range.
it's range 3.
and he has the token, so he takes 0 here.
Yes.
All right, that was a lot of blank dice there.
He needs to not whiff this next.
Oh, he
roll.
only way he can do is 4 focus, but he gets the 2 blanks and auto thrusters for no damage. That's
Yep.
perfect. Dealing 3 damage and taking none. That's what Suntir likes to do. All right, so how are we gonna do this next turn? I mean, the Y-wing's super choreographed.
Yes.
He's just gonna do a one straight or a one slight. Z95 just likes turning around this whole game. Just going back and forth, trying to be a defender.
Angry Bandit. Angry Bandit.
If I was David, I would probably...
Oh, that's a too hard away. Oh, I like that. I really like that. That means Soontir, if
I like that
David
too.
expects the Y-wing to go straight, he's either got a slow boat or too hard to avoid being bumped. By doing the too hard away, that means David, pretty much any maneuver, unless he sees the too hard away and does like a two straight boost in.
But here's Soontir with the too hard. I think that's
Too
still
straight?
too straight. Out of arc of Miranda still, and he's debating on what actions he should do. If he should
I
go range
think-
1.
He
I
has
think-
to get in range on
Yes,
that
I
Y-wing.
agree. I think that one slight boost with the push the limit to evade
Yes.
is
and then just
definitely
take out
what he
there.
needs to do here.
And then, I mean, unfortunately, Miranda will be able to get a shield back here, but
Right.
he can put a lot of hurt on that Y-wing at range 1.
Definitely.
And then
It's
also
like a
he gets
barrel
out.
roll in.
Barrel roll. Interesting.
Well, there is a rock right in front of him, so
Right.
I think he barrel rolled just to get a better position. Yeah, you're in range of Miranda, but that rock just doesn't look good.
It does not. And actually, now he's in range of both the Y-wing and Miranda. That's
Is he? I think he barely got out of arc from the out of range of the Z95.
I don't think the Z95 is what he's worried about. The taking 4 attacks here is there. He goes. He boosts into range 1, gets a free focus. So now he just has to defend against Miranda, and that's not that bad.
Yes. Right.
But defending against both TLTs, that's 4 attacks. That would be tough.
Oh,
Range
what
1,
he needs.
3 hits. It looks good.
Let's see what and
And
no evade. Let's see
expensive
expensive focus. Okay,
Takes
so
2.
Not bad. And then next turn, just keep on following him.
Well, next turn Miranda can 2 hard and just make chase.
Right.
So that's
And
but I
and
think
the
you have to-
Z95 as well.
Yeah.
and I think you have to do that from David's position. Having such little firepower left, he has to just make the risk, go and try to get more stuff off the board.
Exactly.
And then
If not, at least just get more points.
yeah,
Oh, is it the rock?
no
Not-
rock.
not-
Ooh. Gets the shield back, so only 1 hit. That's pretty easy for Soontir to avoid.
Right.
Just
As
gotta
long as-
roll.
just
no
no
face. No
No-
faces.
No eyeballs.
And there you go, we
One
got-
evade.
Yep, one evade, auto thrusters, whatever you want.
And then
Uh-oh.
That
He's
one's gonna
gotta-
be harder to
Well, he didn't. He still has the focus.
right.
Yes.
So any face, he has to get at least.
or just
Or-
or
or-
3.
Yeah, okay.
3's good.
Okay. Okay, Sincere.
Since there's good. Since there's good.
All right, now they're going back to dials. I think he's got to follow that Y-wing.
Definitely.
I mean, it's super obvious to tell where you're going, but you just got to get that Y-wing off the board.
Yes.
Yep.
But then with James, would you go left or would you go right? Would you?
I would, with Miranda, I would turn 2 hard up towards the top of the map, because no matter where even if Soontir decides to break off and run away, you still have him with your TLT if you go up.
Definitely.
Oh, but he's
Oh.
going down.
Oh, with the
Ooh.
Y-wing, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like that because David might think that the Y-wing's going
Up.
up towards the right and following with a 2 slight, but even then he can 2 slight in, barrel roll into range 1 and take a lot of damage.
Interesting. Looks like a one slide instead of a too hard with Miranda.
Well, there. If he did too hard with Miranda, there's a rock in front, but
Right.
yeah, he has a one
Too slight.
hard.
2 slight, yep.
2
Barrel
slight,
roll
yeah,
into
2
range
slight.
1 of the Y-wing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he
And-
doesn't even need a barrel. He could tank here, but I think the barrel roll he gets a shot.
Yes.
And just kills that
I
thing.
think he needs
Barrel roll.
barrel.
Try to barrel roll.
And if I was him, take the evade.
Yep.
Yeah,
Push
focus.
evade. Get a focus. Does he fit?
Oh, yeah. He's
he-
up,
yeah, he
nice and
fits.
snug.
Oof.
I think he's the best pilot in the Imperial Army right now.
Better than Vader?
Yeah.
Well,
It's hard. Just because Soontir Fel could solo and beat an entire list on its own, Vader cannot do that.
That's
Vader
fair.
has more firepower, yes, and can take things down.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Well, with that's a range 1 with 2 crits, a hit, and a focus.
That's nice.
Is he gonna spend
Yep.
the focus? Oh, that's,
Oh,
yep,
you
that's
got
a
to.
dead
Yes.
Y-wing.
Yeah, no matter
Yeah.
what he rolls, even with the evade, he had to.
Yep.
And then all you got is Miranda, and Z is out of arc.
Yep. No range
Oh,
on
out of
Z,
range.
but he just got to take a couple shots with Miranda here, and Oh man, this is getting close to when time was called.
Whew. Yeah.
So he's got to get aggressive here.
Yes.
But getting aggressive against Miranda is terrifying with the ability to still shoot range 1.
Right.
And the regen. Whew. Crit
TLT
hit.
for hitting the crit.
Time is regen's favorite thing.
Oh, this is not.
He's got the evade,
Oh, he does have the.
Yes, he
evade,
does.
Yes.
so he has to spend it here.
Oh, he also has
the
focus. He spends focus instead.
Interesting. Oh, he must have barrel rolled focus to get 2 focus.
Oh, instead of the evade. Okay.
TLT for 2 hits.
All right.
And
He's just got to roll 1 evade and hopefully a blank. Oh, target locks for 3 hits. Oh. Uh-oh.
That's
4
hard.
Stealth device.
That
2
is.
focus.
Stealth
focus.
device.
I think that's a gone stealth device. Yep.
he's
Yep.
gone.
Takes
Ooh.
1. No stealth device.
So right here, Sunterfell only has one move. It's the too hard going to the top.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
So I think James knows this. That's why he went to 3 slight going
3
up
slight,
to the top.
2 slight, getting aggressive. Keeping the stress, but he's, just trying to get more dice on Soontir.
Definitely.
And then a 3 sight with Miranda. Yep.
And there's no way with the too hard. There's no way that Sunterfell could art dodge this.
What if he just does as a 2 slight and maybe a boost? He gets at least out of range with Miranda.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
But I mean, then a range 3 against the Z95 through a rock. That's easy for Soontir. Yep, he does the 2 hard.
Definitely too hard.
Oh, maybe. Oh, did his dial? I think his dial might have slipped.
Ooh, hate it when that happens.
Did he think that he was gonna do it too hard, and when he revealed it's something else?
Oh, and James is being a great sportsman. He's letting him do the 2 hard. Awesome.
Right. I mean, honestly, why would you not?
I mean, fly casual, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I'm sure James already knows he was gonna do the too hard.
Yeah.
Right.
As opposed
Exactly.
to whatever he was gonna do.
Exactly.
Unless he put the too hard the other way, where he flies off the map.
Oh yeah. If it was that kind of slip, then yes, definitely. It's like, obviously you're not gonna fly off the map.
Yeah.
So here he is doing the barrel roll,
Trying to get out of range of Miranda. I like
and
that.
I think he is out of range. He still gets a shot. He gets shot at by the Bandit Squadron, the Z95, but that's okay.
Range 3, he's get his 4 dice, through a rock, 5 dice, auto thrusters. There's no way he's gonna get hit. Yep, no shots from the Miranda. And it didn't look like he pushed, so Z just doing a hit and a focus, so anything.
Just the one, yeah. Anything would get Soontir.
Except for all focuses. All.
Ooh, that was close to all focuses.
Yeah.
He's good. He's
Yeah.
good. No damage done. Alright. Let's see. Oh, showing the camera he is doing too hard.
All right. That's fair. That's fair.
So just in case it gets slipped again. Alright,
And
let's see what. So Bandit, obviously 1 slight.
Mm-hmm.
Or is
Trying to
that
get into art.
that looks like a 1 straight actually.
One straight, yeah. One straight, get relieve the stress, take a focus or a target lock.
And Miranda,
Focus
I
for
think
defense.
she's gonna just go in, turn in.
One
Miranda
slight.
with the one slight,
Oh.
one straight.
1 straight.
One straight's fine.
That's because if Soontir decides to go really far, he's got Miranda has arc, so no auto thrusters. I like that.
Yes.
Love
And then, as we know, it's gonna
Focus
be a
again.
too hard right here with Sunter.
Yep, and it didn't slip this time, so that's good. Alright, gets it too hard in there, and now
There's a rock right in front of him, so he has to barrel roll to dodge this rock. The question
Yeah.
is where you go. Oh,
He's going that way. Yep.
I think he's gonna boost in and just go range 1 against the Z95 and trying to get into the donut position of.
there is no donut
There's
on Miranda.
there's no
There
donut
is no
on
donut?
Miranda.
No, because she gets the range 1 with spending a shield for 4 dice. That's
With the
Soontir
turret.
can't do that. He has to tank what she does. He
Yes.
gets the evade, gets a focus. Yeah, you can't. That's the strength of Miranda's that there's no dead shot.
Although this is a really good hit from Suntir.
Yes,
hit
very,
blank.
very good hit.
Range 1 on the Z. Let's
So
see.
some damage is going through.
Z
Oh,
blanks. If
all
that's a
of it's
direct
going
hit, if it's a direct hit, that Z, yeah, that Z is dead. If it's a direct hit.
All right, this is
Ooh.
7 cards in the
Major
pile.
explosion. Oh, he just.
Oh.
Let's see what he rolls.
is it?
And
No
Oh.
explosion.
Oh.
All right, so it's just 1 damage.
That was also
That could have turned it around for David.
my
Yeah.
heart.
Well, 50% chance to take that damage. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
All right,
And
well,
now
Miranda
this-
gets a shoot back.
This is the scary part right here.
And the Z gets to shoot back. Uh-oh.
Although he's tanked up. He has a focus and he has an evade.
Yep. Alright, well, he's gonna take the. Now, do you do a primary here with Miranda and just try to deal more than 1 damage?
Because he has 2 hull right now,
I would
think
do
he-
so.
So he does hit, crit, focus.
and it spends the
Spends
focus.
the focus, of course, because he's not taking more shots.
Mm-hmm.
And he's rolling defense, 2, and then spends a token. No,
Yeah.
there's no shot here.
But which token would you use? Personally, I would go with the focus token.
If he
and
has
the
an evade, no. If he
No,
has an
you take
evade,
you use the evade there so that when you get focuses for auto thrusters, you can still spend your focus to evade.
Oh, against Miranda, does she has a second hit?
Okay, so it was TLT. So
Yes.
she spent a shield to do a 4th attack dice, got hit, focus, target lock to the 3 focus into a hit and 2 blanks.
Oh man, and that's the end of the round. He evades the second TLT, and it's all up to the Z95. But at this point, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's really close.
Well, I guess it matters.
It
for
matters for
MLB.
points.
And the Z blanks, so
He
that's
blanks
not a
out.
dead Soontir. Oh man, that's intense.
That's the power of Soontir. It goes all the way to time. Granted, you didn't win, but
So James killed 64 and David killed 50, giving James the win, a full win. That was a
That's
hard
close.
fought battle.
That is almost a modified win, but not quite. So it's definitely still very close.
and David, that was a hard fought battle, but David stuck in it to the end. Did basically as best as he could to just try to get those points to get a win there.
very well done, James or David. This is a really hard matchup. I've gone against this list with Imperial Aces, and it's incredibly hard. And I do have to say kudos to you for going all the way to time. Who knows what would happen if they had a little bit more time? But with 1 health, Soontir fell against a full health Miranda.
2 health.
Right.
2 health Soontir.
2 health Soontir.
Right.
It's gonna be a really hard fight.
I mean, every turn just tank up and get into range 1 of her. I mean, sure you take, but you only take 1 attack around that turn with both tanking tokens. Like, you're not going to be able to push any damage onto Soontir. I think if it was just Soontir and Miranda, Soontir has the edge there by a
Yes.
mile.
Yeah.
And also,
Definitely.
James was flying perfectly.
Yeah, he was
throughout the
covering
entire game.
Every step of the way.
Covering all of his bases, covering everywhere that David could have gone, James was covering it, or making it so that if David did decide to go that way, he'd get a bunch of stress in his face. So
Yeah, he controlled the middle the entire time, forcing David to stay at the outer rim of the map. You know, that was just fantastic flying from both players.
Yep. Thank you all for watching. This is the last game we have from Game Kastle Santa Clara, but keep your eyes out. We have games from Great Escape Store Championship coming out next week, so stay tuned.
Thank you, James and David. That was a really amazing game.
And thank you, Game Castle, for letting us record during your store championship and being such a great host.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. And you can also find us on our Facebook and Twitter. The links are down below. And don't forget,
Fly loose!